the parent NGO behind GYWS, what exactly is. And just to remind you of, we are driving all the initiatives for the past 20 years with a vision to develop that ecosystem in order to provide the youth with skills, resources, and motivations to achieve the sustainable development goal. And as a part of this only, we started our initiative Light with the mission to improve the economic condition in and around Kharagpur. And as an extension, we are just replicating this model of which some of you are part and are us with here as light centers and tinted members. So if I talk about our journey, how exactly we started and what have we all been doing, we actually started in 2002, and with time we got registered under the West Bengal Societies Act, and finally we are able to start our own school, which we call Jagriti Vidya Mandir. At that time, it was started in a rented building, but finally in 2012, we actually had our own land and the foundation was laid for that. And then finally in 2017, the Light Our Own initiative that was started, and that was actually the beginning of this great initiatives of which you all are part of. Then moving forward in 2018, we came across with another new initiative called as Prayas, which is nothing but the social entrepreneurship initiative of GYWS. And in 2020, we started our work on a new initiative, which is a hostel for a school sheltering multiple underprivileged children. And during COVID, also as Gopal Youth Welfare Society, in order to help the needy and just solve the current issues, we started a COVID relief initiative, the UVA, which is the social conclave, and we also got registered under the CSR at the very same time. And finally, this year only, we were able to complete our hostel. So this is how our journey has been, like a roller coaster, starting with a very small school to adding initiatives like Light and Prayas, and finally even launching our own hostel as well. So if I talk about the structure, how Gopal Youth Welfare Society works, as you can see, there is a governing body which actually decides, which is the deciding and leadership team of the Gopal Youth Welfare Society at Light Kharagpur chapter. Then there are two initiatives, namely Light and Prayas, which you know. Along with that, we have our own professor advisory committee, our alumni advisory committee, and GYWS alumni board. With the help of all these boards and committees, we take regular advice and feedback on all our initiatives and how we can proceed further. So we have mostly 6 initiatives. If I talk about the first is education, obviously, which includes the Jagriti Vidya Mandir. Then there is skill development, which helps us organize various skill development workshops like tailoring and computer training. Then there is Prayas, which is the social entrepreneurship initiative, and Light, which I don't think you all need an explanation of. And finally, Arohan, under which we aim to collaborate with all the different student bodies of IIT Kharagpur and external bodies as well in order to improve our overall impact by collaborating with different organizations. So here is a video of our school about how we are doing various things and about all things. I hope you will like it. So I will just speak. here are some of the glimpses of our annual function, which organized that. I hope you like the video about what are things we actually do at our school and the various events conducted at our school throughout the year. So this is actually a picture of our school with some of our school students. As you can see, we offer education to approximately 220 plus students, and it is actually only English medium school in the locality. And right now it is being constructed on a 2-acre land, and there are currently 8 teachers. And here are some of the pictures of our newly constructed hostel, which was inaugurated this year only, and as you can see on the slide. So if I talk about what are the comparisons, that what are the achievements that we have made over the past few years, in contrast with like what are the different initiatives that we have taken over as Jagrati Vidya Mandir, you can see despite being the COVID scenario, we have been able to maintain a constant number of students that we educate in our school. Along with that, we have also taken some new initiatives, including the impact assessments, teacher workshops, and other workshops for students as well. Also, there has been better inter-team communication from GYWS chapter with schools students. And lastly, like these are the average scores of students that we have been seeing for the past few years. Now, the our one another initiative is RISE. I believe some of you have been a part of RISE because it was the initiative which was started in collaboration with Light only. So RISE, which actually stands for Reform and Innovate School Education, is an initiative which aims to improve the school education through innovative educational methods. Under RISE, one of the events that they conducted was teacher training workshop, which actually helped the students to realize like different school activities with the help of innovative methods and tell them about different student-centric teaching methods. So these are some of the impact that you can see from the event, that more than 31 teachers participated in phase one and more than 24 teachers participated in phase two. And 85% of the teachers found positive impact. The second event that RISE conducted was Parents as Co-Educators. Now, the agenda for this event was to bond between parents and students by conducting different student-centric activities by parents at their home itself. Now, this activity was also very successful, and you can see some of the statistics that we had while conducting this event. Third and the last event that we are currently conducted under RISE, that is the Daksh. So as you all know that with the technological advancement and all the new artificial intelligence and machine learning rising, we also decided to conduct AI and ML workshop for high school students, which saw a great participation from students that you can see approximately 1,200 student registrations were found, and after the workshop, 79% of them attended the quiz and like they benefited from that. So these are some of the initiatives that we conducted as a part of RISE to improve the overall educational methods. Also, you must know that at Gopal Youth Welfare Society, we are also working constantly on improving our sponsorship and fundraising in order to sustain all our initiative as well as help light from that. So last year, we were able to secure Google gift matching, which was very beneficial for us in order to improve our fundraising. We also devised some ways to generate our contact database because that is one of the primary resource of how we actually raise our funds. We were also successful in creating better donor relations by starting donor meet regularly. And with the help of technology, we were able to automate a lot of tasks, reducing manual labor and improving the efficiency of overall fundraising. Here are some of the statistics that you can see, which shows like how we were able to improve our overall fundraising over the past year, despite COVID situation. So you can see from 2018 to 2019, there is approximately two-fold increase in the funds raised by GYWS teams. Uh, Talking about Prayas. So Prayas was actually started in 2018, as mentioned earlier, and it is an initiative that actually supports local entrepreneurship. We aim to support local people who want to be entrepreneurs, who want to actually launch their own social enterprise. And with the help of this, we actually plan sustainability in their initiatives by guiding them, by providing them resources and whatever they need. So the structure of Prayas is as like they are divided into 5 different initiatives, namely business development, Earn a Smile, life project, internship, and global warming. Also, there are design and media related teams. So under Prayas, we have been successfully able to register as a business initiative named as Comcluse, under which we register all the newly registered startups. We are able to launch over 10 projects under that. Also, we have been providing mentorship and collaborated with multiple organizations. We also collaborated with them in order to generate database of school and SME. Also, we hired some interns to work in Concluse. So these are some of the achievements that we have done with Prayas. Now, talking about overall impact of GYWS as an initiative, we were able to teach more than 450 students till now. There has been 60% average attendance in online classes. During COVID as well, we distributed mobiles in order to make sure that all the students and teachers are constantly working and they are receiving education. And by 10th March, the newly inaugurated hostel had a strength of 50. That was a big achievement in itself. And there are more than 10 startups which are registered under Prayas. And if we're talking about Light, like there are 12 centers which you all know. And there are other initiatives which include creating database of blood donors and gift matching through which we were able to raise more donations. Also, during the COVID relief fundraiser, we were able to secure more than 700 plus food kits, 2,000 plus families which were covered, and 10 plus teachers training sessions were conducted during COVID itself. More than 25 cycles were donated under the Our Pedal for Progress initiatives. 4,000 syringes, 6,000 masks, and 15 lakh amount was raised for COVID. I believe like you got to see a lot of the different things happening in and around GYWS, and I hope like all of you are really excited to make all of this happen at your own centers as well. Lastly, there are certain certifications which Gopal Youth Welfare Society has, including ATG, which is the Income Tax Exemption Certificate, FCRA certification, which helps us receive foreign funds, similar with the 12AA registration. Also, we are verified by GYWS India, and we are also having MCA CSR registration. So all this certification actually help GYWS as well as all the light centers to improve their fundraising initiatives, to receive foreign funding and other initiatives that they have in plan regarding sponsorship or fundraising. Lastly, this is the governing body batch that we had for 2021 and 22, under the guidance of which we were able to take all these initiatives and we were able to make this much impact. And transferring for the next year, this is the current governing body that we have at Gopali Youth Welfare Society. So looking forward to working with all of you and creating huge impact, like what we have achieved for the last year. Like we plan to improve that multiple folds, and we are planning to ensure that all our initiatives are conducted successfully, and we take more initiatives this year as well. So this was from my side. Thanks a lot. Any doubts, any questions? All right, I guess Navya, you can go ahead.
Thank you so much, Anirudh. You've always been a motivation for all of us, and your presentation made it clear. हे युवा इस देश के मशाल सा तू जल जरा तेरी रोशनी में पल के देश होगा जब बड़ा हर ओर होगी शांति व प्रेम की ही धारणा तेरे हर प्रयास से ये देश लेगा प्रेरणा तेरे हर प्रयास से ये देश लेगा प्रेरणा.
As you all know, our mission as GYWS is to provide youth with skills and motivation to achieve the SDGs proposed by the WHO, as seen from the previous presentation.
LiGHT, the expansion initiative of GYWS, is one of the best ways to achieve that. Since 2017, when LiGHT Kharagpur started, we've been growing, and today we are a family of 12 centers.
12 centers. It's a big number. All the 12 centers have put in a great amount of hard work to improve the conditions in their surroundings by conducting various events. Wouldn't it be great to get to know about them through the center members themselves? तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं. Without further delay, let's welcome members of Light Akola for their presentation.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are Light Akola. Today, I, Prakash Chaturvedi, along with Hanuman Karwasera and Janeswari Vadai, are going to present Light Akola and tell you about the marvelous journey of Light Akola with all ups and downs we faces. So let's start with the introduction of our center. Our center Light Akola was established in the year of June 2021 with the help of Dr. Punjab Rao Deshmukh Krishi Vidyapeeth, Akola, and since then we have managed and organized various events. Our team consists of 30 members, in which we have 2 center coordinators and 28 core team members, in which 18 are freshers which have joined this year. Throughout the year, we have conducted various, mainly 5 events, which are case study unemployment, SSD, skill development workshop, fundraising, and freshers recruitment. Now Hanuman will tell you about them in detail.
Yeah, I will continue. Now, the first event organized by Light Akola is case study on unemployment. In this event, we studied about one village of district Akola named by Borgaon Manju in Maharashtra. We will try to find unemployment ratio of age group between 24 to 45. We will continue, and we surveyed around 13,000 people, in which we found about 10,000 people were unemployed, and main reason behind this are disappearance of traditional occupation and lack of education, disorganization of agriculture, and defective social system. And next one event we will conduct in our center is SSD, Social Study Development. Under this event, various basic skills were taught to the students of class 8 to 12th. It covered photograph and Excel class program, a PowerPoint, PPT, and personality development programs. And there are some glimpses of workshop of our center. We will conduct in first. And the third one is skill development workshop. In this event, students from top colleges we were interviewed, and 15 plus potential candidates were made the mentors. And the center members contacted various schools and encouraged students 8 to 12th standard to participate and improve their skills. Key highlights of the skill development program is studies from various schools participated, and there were more than 70 plus mentees we will counted. There were lectures on Photoshop, personality development by mentors, and mentees got benefited lot through it. And after that all, we give them a certificate each and every member and every mentees of this program. Series of 21 days workshop ended on 20th November, and we were conduct successfully it. And after that, I will hand over the Janeswari Vadai to continue this remaining portion of our PPT.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Naneshwari Vadi, and I am here to talk about some tasks which were taken under Light Akola. Light Akola members found a school in a locality where there was neither sports facilities nor books in the library. So they decided to make a volleyball ground and provide them with sports equipment as well as provide books for the library of the school. For this purpose, the task of the fundraising was organized. Every single member from the Light Akola actively participated in it. We collectively convinced the people from various medium to help the student with us. It was not just a task for the team members, but all of us got various experiences and many things to learn from it. The experience was very enhancing and positive. Now let us see the glimpses of Light Akola. Light Akola members successfully raised the amount and soon they will be setting up volleyball ground and providing books to the library. Even newly recruited freshers participated in fundraising event with great enthusiasm and helped seniors in fundraising. I would like to share future plans of Light Akula. Some events will be conducted for the welfare of farmer. As we belong to an agriculture colleges, we plan to contact some professors and local people so that we get someone who will always there for guidance. We would be forming different team like design media, sponsorship, etc. for freshers. A book donation drive is also planned to be continued, to be conducted. We are planning some more events for the welfare of the people, which will be added soon. Now it's time to take a leave. Thank you.
Thank you, Light Akola. It was a great tenure indeed.
We
अभी
now
तो
have-
पारी शुरू हुई है.
We now have Light Bhubaneswar members with their presentation.
Good afternoon, one and all present here. I welcome you all to the first annual meet of LiGHT. So me with my team are going to take you through the journey of our center, that is LiGHT Bhubaneswar. This is Manisha Behera along with my other team coordinator, that is Shamlin Swain. Our media and content team heads are Ayusha and Akul Agrawal. We have a big fat family of 38 members, which includes the center members, the center core team members, and the volunteers. So, our mission remains the same. That is to aim to work dedicatedly on developing an ecosystem for the youth to provide them with skills, resources, and motivation to achieve sustainable development goals.
Good evening, one and all present here. This is Akul Agrawal. I'll be telling you about the events which were conducted by Light Bhubaneswar past year. We conducted three main events: the plantation drive, the awareness program, and the SSD event. The SSD event was one of the most successful event conducted by us. The plantation drive. In this, all the students, member of a club, have participated in it. In it, 40 plus trees were planted, and the event was organized on 1st July. In this, to assess the success of the event, we asked the volunteers to send us some of the photographs which they clicked during the drive. These are some of the glimpses of it. Next is the awareness program. As my CC told you, we have a big fat family of 40 members. Awareness program was an intra event in which the whole club was divided into 8 groups. Each group performed a survey and made an awareness video. Through this survey, first they created awareness among the mass and took a survey, and with the results from the survey, they made a video. The topics were women's security, medical facilities for poor, climate change, and various other topics related to the society. Next is the SST event, which will be told you by my colleague Ayusha.
Thank you, Akul. So now coming to the major event of our center, that is the SSB event, in which various centers across India participated, and the problem statement was about the, the increasing the gross enrollment ratio in higher education of our country. So Starting with the problem statement, we firstly analyzed the issue in a very detailed manner, and we named out few problems that are faced by the students, which were namely the lack of awareness and knowledge, financial issues, and lack of motivation. So, starting with the research planning and program finalization. So, an extensive research on the vocational courses and the scholarships were been done by our team members, and we divided ourselves amongst various teams, and we got various vocational courses and scholarships which have been provided by the government. And then coming to the preparation part, so a presentation as well as the brochure containing the scholarships and vocational courses were been prepared by our team members, and we then started approaching and contacting various schools for it. So we prepared a database of the schools in which the event can be executed, and then we started contacting the schools. And five of our light members were present in Vadodara at that time, and we approached three schools there, and in the villages near Vadodara, and uh, and we finalized the date of the event. Now coming to the execution part, so our core team members went to the schools and gave a presentation and raised awareness about the vocational courses which are available by the government other than the normal courses, and around 100 plus students were being impacted through this event. And these are the glimpses of the SST event, which was being successfully conducted by the team members of our center. Now coming to the experience, which will be shared by my teammate Shamlin.
Action speaks louder than words, and here's what our team members represented the actions. Following and highlighting the words, we experienced a bright as well as a lighted light experience. It enabled my own inner talent and provides enough exposure to enhance our skills. It also helped all the CTMs as well as the volunteers to proliferate their banking and flexibility skills with every single team members with every social issues. Moving ahead with various problems we faced in the society, we worked together, joined our hands, and looked forward in framing a time management, a good planning skills, as well as a stress management program for perspectives of life of various people. Our other team members, including the volunteers, also enlightened their experience of light through their words, which is explained over here. With this, I would like to sign up and have a great event ahead. Thank you.
That was amazing. Great work, guys. अरियो सांबा कितने सेंटर थे?
पता नहीं सरकार, गिन नहीं पाई. Next up is Light Chennai to show us what they have done in this previous tenure. Also, it is a request to all the presenters to keep their presentations concise so that we move on to more interesting segments further. Yeah, so now we welcome Chennai.
Very pleasant good afternoon to one and all. I welcome you all to the first annual meet of Light. We are from Light Chennai team, and this is Sanjay Reddy, currently pursuing study in computer science branch of undergraduate course. Let's have a look through our team members. Yeah. We are a team of 19 members along with PC and team lead. This is the entire team list of Light Chennai. And I can say, like, without the support from our team, we can't be able to forward up the team. Here, have a look through the glimpse of our life, and I think we have taken this photo just after the return back to campus after COVID. Let's move to the next slide. This is the timeline of the Life Chennai. Our Life Chennai has been established in the month of March in 2018, and we had after that we had done some events, and these are some of the events. In Jan 2021, we had conducted one career counseling workshop, and in the May 2021, we had conducted a webinar on women empowerment, and in the month of Jan 2022, we had conducted a webinar related to mental health named Hello Mind Lifestyle. And in the month of April 2022, we had conducted an online campaign named Let's Be a Sampler. And our main mission is to help the youth of our country to get involved in the social problems and further forward through activities that benefit people around it. And now I invite my friend Sumit to take up the lead and explain about the events and their impact briefly. Thank you.
Okay, so hi there. This is Sumit here. I'm the design team lead of LiGHT Chennai. Okay, so far LiGHT Chennai have conducted two events in this tenure. One is Hello Mind, Let's Talk, and the other one is Let's Be a Sunflower. So first event, Hello Mind, Let's Talk. Let's Talk. So for this event, Hello Mind, Let's Talk. It was a webinar on mental health issue among youngsters and how to cope with that. So our speaker was Amy Thakrar. She is the co-founder of Fun Classes. In this event, we had managed to gain 100 plus attendees in total. So this webinar was basically for college students. Agenda of the webinar was to make people aware about the symptoms of depression and any other serious mental health issues. So and how they are different from the normal mood swings. So, and at the end of this webinar, our speaker also shared some very valuable suggestions to keep your mental health fine. So these are some glimpse and screenshot of the events that we have conducted. So as you can see there, next. Okay, so the next event is Let's Be a Sunflower. So this event was a talent showcase event where participants could share anything like their drawing, a poem, a dance video, or even a narration story which will portray their experiences of their life, or even they can share their mixed up emotions that they had during their this hard cold scenario. So for this event, we really got a very huge and really amazing responses in form of drawing, self-written poems and stories. And you can see these are some of the glimpses of the responses that we got. After this event, we also chose the winner and we provided them with the winning certificate and appreciation for participation. So now my friend will explain about the experience and the future plans.
Being part of Light Chennai is a very good experience. We learned team management skills, leadership skills, and everything. We had interacted with our juniors and our seniors and learned very few good things from them. And being part of Light Chennai, we learned teamwork, discipline, punctuality, and these are the main aspects of the learning. As a team head, we found few of the things challenging, like making sure our team members are working on the given task. Apart from that, members in our center are very supportive, helpful for doing each and every task that are given by the head of the light. And it's been a great opportunity for being in Light Chennai. Initially, we joined as a core team member and learned from our seniors, and we have joined as a team head, and we brought up a good changes in our Light Chennai. And the future plans that we are going to do is that blood donation drive, webinars related to women empowerment, fundraising event for conducting workshops, and we are going to recruit the new members for this tenure. These are our future plans. Thank you.
I hope you have got all the things about the life initiative. Thank you, GYWS, for initiating such a life. Thank you so much.
That was quite motivating, wasn't it, Navya?
It sure was. Okay, so now we have Light Kaya hyping up the atmosphere, saying it's showtime.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Alok Kumar, a second year mechanical student from Gaya College of Engineering. On the behalf of Light Gaya, I am going to start the presentation. Our center coordinators are Punar Basu Raj, Dharmpal Kumar, and Kalpana Ma'am. Our core team members are Dheeraj Kumar, Ankit Kumar, Rupesh Kumar, Alok Chaudhary, Surajkant Rao, Apurva Raj, and Nitesh Rupam. Our journey with GYWS started 4 years back in February 2018. In tenure of 2018 to 20, we did a lot of events that include visiting orphanages and organizing cleanliness drive. We have done career guidance program. As you all know, in 2020, we were hit by COVID pandemics and everything shifted to online mode. So we started creating social awareness through social media posts, PowerPoint presentation. We conducted Instagram event for spreading awareness on social issues. Apart from all these, we have also collaborated with Light Vardha to deliver career guidance program to students. In this program, guidance were provided by the interns of reputed companies like Google. Thank you. Now our next team member, Apurva Raj, will continue the presentation.
Thank you, Alok. Good evening, everyone. My name is Apurva Raj. I'm presenting on the behalf of LiGHT. Now I will discuss about combined mission and vision of LiGHT. As a light center, Gaya has a responsibility to take tasks and seek innovative solutions. Through interdisciplinary collaboration, we commit ourselves to solving global challenges in which we all were visit orphanages and do a lot of programs like debates, yoga, painting competition, distribution of stationery products, and also run dry cleanliness program. But nowadays, our future plan to visit orphanage again, government school and needy persons to help them so that we will become an autonomous center. And also our mission exists as in the form of infrastructure development in our society, in which we provide skills and resources to develop sustainable goals. Thank you. Now Alok will proceed.
Thank you, Purva. In tenure of 2020 to 2022, we conducted Instagram events in which posters and PowerPoint presentations were made to spread awareness on social cause. We also organized introduction to NGO program in which Light and GYWS were introduced to students. Apart from all these, we also collaborated with Light Vardha to deliver career guidance program. Thank you. Now our next team member Surajkant Rao will continue the presentation.
Thank you, Alok. Now let's move on to our planning. Review our current practice, that is what the ideology we have followed from our very beginning. One of the goal is quality education. We are doing basic responsibility in the field of education is to ensure literacy to non-literates, to spread public awareness programs about education through the mass media, to provide functional assistance, books, stationery, uniforms, and other needs during natural calamities. Needs a sustainability plan that is actually complete background research and to develop a long-term plan capable of tackling problems and offering concrete solutions. Promoting human empowerment, that is mentoring women professionally and personally, place women as leaders and give them making roles. Supporting women-run businesses, conserve and protect ecology and environment, that is reduce, reuse, recycle, cut down on what you throw away. Volunteers for cleanups in our community. Next slide. Now let's move on to our experience. It is quite amazing as a CTM with LiGHT and making a positive impact that we have created with the help of GYWS team members. It is not the journey of bed of roses. In fact, there are a lot of fluctuations, that is ups and downs. But the environment that we have created gave the confidence of doing and handling any problem. This platform gives us a perception of our responsibility to play a role and have a significant impact on the lives of people. At last, I want to thank all my team who supported me and guided me during this beautiful journey. Now move to our next slide. Our team members, that is our basic building unit that has contributed a lot and working with great passion and dedication. Thanking you all, guys. Finally, I'll give respect, I give rest to my words. And at last, and once again, thank you to all for this beautiful occasion. Thank you.
It was a great show indeed, Light Gaya. Thank you. अभी तो और चलेगा. We have completed 4 centers.
अभी तो और चलेगा. अब आ रहे हैं हमारे लाइट ग्वालियर सिथौली वाले. देखते हैं उन्होंने क्या अचीव किया है अपने टेन्योर में.
Hello everyone, we are the representatives of LiGHT Sitholi. Working as a CTM, I am Manvendra Rai, second year undergrad CTM at Light Gwalior, pursuing my BTech in Computer Science from ITM, Institute of Technology and Management Gwalior.
Hello everyone, I am Daksha, CTM at Light Gwalior, a second year undergrad pursuing my BTech in Computer Science from ITM.
This is a small family of LiGHT Sitholi, comprises hard-working team members coordinated by our CCs, Mr. Siddharth Parasar and Ms. Sonal Shai. Next. This is the glimpse of our very first offline meet after COVID. So the question arises, how our journey started. Light Gwalior Sitholi was established by our 4 founding members with innovative mindset of creating a society with healthy environment, followed by series of events, Rise Workshop, Cyber Jam, and Career Counseling Program. Then coming to this year, SSD task was given to all the centers. Ours was Child Abuse Awareness. The event held on the SSD problem statement will be discussed briefly in the further slides. We also attended the fundraising workshop given by the GYWS team and held the workshop within our center too. We tried our best to deliver the knowledge we gained. And the journey is still going on. What do you think a mission is? A mission provides a group's provides a vision to the group's future and directs its growth. As you can see, Light Gwalior mission is to build an autonomous center of light. Coming further, during this tenure, one of the events we had was a webinar for the child abuse awareness. In this event, we personally invited the teenage students from all over Gwalior, and our target audience was from grade 6 to 8. So we tried our best to convey on how you can consider something as child abuse and how to deal with it. In this event, we were divided into several sub-teams. Some were working under research and calling, some were designing posters and PPTs, some were preparing for the presentations. Some of us also visited some neighborhood schools offline, and all of the things were interconnected as an ideal group should be. The synergy worked really great, and everybody was motivated to make this event a success. Indeed, this event was a huge blast. We had 500 plus views over YouTube and 100 plus active participants throughout the whole webinar. Here is the image of webinar with students being interactive within the chat section. From here on, Daksha will proceed on. Over to you.
Thank you, Manvendra. So this is the slide from where I'm continuing. Recently, in collaboration with Light Gaya, Light Gwalior has organized a small career webinar, career guidance webinar, in which company or internship placed people from IIT Kharagpur share their views to how to be an ideal candidate for getting best placement. Students from first, second, and third year participated via MS Teams and made a meet a success. You can see the stats. Moving on to experience. I personally enjoyed and learned a lot during my first tenure. But if I talk about whole like Gwalior experience, we all have learned and enjoyed within this tenure. Seniors and juniors have made a healthy connection. We have developed many soft skills as well as many tech skills, including many Google functions. We have made a good bond within college and also with the IITians. We all are very thankful towards Light for all these opportunities we get. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Moving on to our future plans, we are planning to establish our center within our college so that we can get more recognition. Professors can also join us and we will get full support. We are planning to form internal teams for our center for a smooth workflow and for increasing position of responsibilities. We want to become an autonomous center and financially independent, for which we are planning out some sponsorship tasks. With this, we conclude all the tasks which we have done within this tenure. It has been a pleasure to deliver the presentation in front of everyone. Thank you.
काफी अच्छा presentation था. Light Gwalior Sitholi Center members in next tenure be like पैसा ही पैसा होगा.
चलो नेक्स्ट टेन्योर की उम्मीदें ऊंचे हैं फिर. Now I invite Light 34 for their presentation.
A very good afternoon to everyone. This is Ayush Shrivastava, Center Coordinator of Light Gwalior 30, along with my teammate Anishka Soni, Design Team Head of our center. It hasn't been 1 year since we have established our center, but still we have done a lot even in the middle of the pandemic and after the pandemic. We have grown so much as a team. A skilled team is what makes a center grow, with the help of which we have come a long way, facing all the hardships and ready to face and tackle more. I would now like to introduce to you all a team of our enthusiasts. We are a member of 9 team. Talking about center coordinators, our center has 3 center coordinators, including myself, Ayush Shrivastava, second Smriti Dohre, and third is Paras Nath. Our members, we have 3 design team heads. First is Anishka Soni, Anshul Sahu, Megha Hairwal. We have 2 sponsorship heads. First is Himanshi Singh and second is Supriya Shrivastava. We have media and content head, that is Naman Sharma. Talking about our mission. Our mission is to fulfill all the basic amenities of the small-scale schools to provide platform to the students to showcase their extraordinary, innovative ideas, talents, and knowledge. We believe one day every student of Gwalior city having light to remove the darkness of their educational life. Talking about our vision of Gwalior Light 34 is to spread to the weaker section of the students about their rights, advantages from the government side, responsibilities, and to reach them to become a better human being. Now, I would like to call Anishka Soni and she will proceed further. Anishka.
Hello, thank you, Ayush. So, in this tenure, our center has organized basically 3 events: Spotlight, SSD execution, and fundraising. So, Spotlight was a social media campaign for creating awareness all over the India. In this campaign, people were asked to showcase their talent on different topics which were based on social awareness only, and then we were showcasing these talent on a media handle. Next was SSD execution. It was organized by GYWS in Light 34 Gwalior 34. So basically in this, we went to a government school and we found that people are not interested. The underprivileged people are not interested in admitting their children to school because they think that they'll need a lot of fund and fees to do so. But as we all know that government has raised a lot of funds and schemes for these children to educate themselves. So we decided to spread awareness among people, parents, and other people in the city. So in this execution, we spread awareness in the school. So next, it was in the same school we also saw that there is not proper sanitation, dustbins, blackboards were not in good condition. There were common washrooms for both boys and girls. Like the condition of the school was very bad. So we decided to raise funds for the same. And till now we have raised around 5,000 rupees. And soon we are going to execute the same. So our future plans are basically, as you can see, that we only have some hats and very few members. So basically, our first target is to recruit and bring in more CTMs in our center. And the second one is to actually light up the faces of the children in that school by providing all the needs that they need in that school to become like a good school they can study in. And the last one is to become good members, to learn and become inspiration for the new freshers that are going to come in the recruitment. So our experience on a team at a team basis, our experience was to learn team membership, and leadership skills we have developed. We face a lot of problems like time management with our college and everything. So we have actually learned a lot in this. As a on personal level, we have literally got a lot of exposure about what is happening around the city. We never went to such places and didn't knew about anything. So this execution and these events have literally made us learn a lot about it and everything. Thank you, everyone. That's it.
Awesome work, Light 34. Here we have some meme content for you. Everyone says, CTMs कहाँ हैं? Light 34. ये सब क्या होता है? हमको नहीं पता.
Yeah. So now here come Light Jaipur team to put before their achievements in this tenure.
Good evening, everyone. I, Devashish, and my batchmates Aryan and Gaurav are here to represent Light's Jaipur Center. So we are undergraduate sophomores pursuing electronics and communication at MNIT Jaipur. So next slide, please. So Light Jaipur was set up in 2019 along with a few other centers, following which the Jaipur Center has conducted or hosted various types of events. Talking about the team structure, the Light Jaipur Center has 10 core members consisting of 3 center coordinators and 7 team heads. Talking about our previous tenure, Light Jaipur hosted a lot of events, but the 2 main events would be our water pot event and our N2 22. So talking about N2 22, it was organized on the occasion of Republic Day 2022. The event stimulated the artistic minds of the college, and this was a college event, and it aimed to raise awareness about the patriotism or raise patriotism in the college students. This was conducted online for the students of MNIT. Next slide. Yeah, so the event was conducted dividing the event in 3 echelons under Rangila, Bhav and Kissa. Rangila included poster designing, followed by Bhav, which included poetry and article writing, and the third was Kissa, which included singing, recitation of poetries. Some glimpses of the events are as follows. So you can see here that the posters that were designed during the event. Next slide. This was Bhav, and then after the event was concluded successfully and the winners were declared for each echelon after the event was ended. I would like my friend Aryan to continue from here on out.
Aryan, are you here? Devashish, maybe you can proceed if Aryan's not here or he's facing.
I think he's not audible. He's speaking. All right, so I'll continue. So moving on to our second event, the water pot event. This was an initiative taken by Light Jaipur in October 2021 that aimed at providing fresh water for the birds, which is currently a very scarce resource that is available in the scorching states like Rajasthan. During this event, the participants were asked to put up water containers outside their homes. Next slide, please. And awareness was spread for the same. Here are a few glimpses of the event. Okay, so talking about the future vision of the Jaipur Center, we have divided our future vision into short-term goals and long-term goals for the betterment of the NGO. The short-term goals are oriented in such a way that we can bring immediate relief and act impromptu towards the problem that we think need to be dealt with immediate effect. For now, considering the extreme summers in the states of Rajasthan and the northern states, we aim to provide relief to every person in need. Therefore, Light Jaipur plans on providing relief to every person by setting up makeshift water stations at various places in Jaipur. Moreover, we plan on handing out cotton scarves and food during the next couple of months. Thinking about our long-term goals, we plan to align ourselves with the other Light Center's sustainable development goal, which is quality education. And we plan on contacting nearby schools and counsel the poor children and help them find the right choices for their education. Moreover, we also plan on helping them with their education and future options. We plan on continuously making progress towards our long-term goals, meanwhile simultaneously checking all the boxes on our short-term goals as well. Thank you, and that will be it from our side.
That was quite impressive work. So here's a meme for Light Jaipur. Because everyone is head here, so tu head banega, tu bhi head banega, tu bhi, or tu bhi. So now it's time to call upon Light Palakkad members to tell us what they have accomplished in the previous tenure.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Mihir, you are audible.
Yeah, screen. I'll share the screen. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, it is visible.
It's visible. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Myself, Mihir Dharap. I'm the media and content head at Light Palakkad. I'm accompanied by Syed Saiful Hassan, who is the center coordinator of Light Palakkad, and I'll be starting with my presentation. So I'll be talking about the center, the team members, and the SSD workshop that we conducted in our tenure. Now, Light Palakkad was established in 2019, and as of now, it has total of 12 members from different years. These are the team members. Ashwini is our center coordinator, along with Syed Saiful Hassan, and Himanshu is the design head and the media head. Now, we conducted the communication workshop, which was a part of the SSD event on 29th and 30th January this year. And the main aim of this event was to improve the communication skills and public speaking skills for school children. In this workshop, around 76 students had registered from 20 schools nearby. And in the actual event, we got around 50 percentage, we got around 50 students participating. We had set the criteria for students from class 7th to class 12th. No, the details of the event were this webinar was actually held in two phases. The first phase included the introduction, in which we briefed about what Light Palakkad is, who started it, what GYWS was, and all of those details. After that, we moved on to the main topic, why we had conducted the SSD event, which was basically to improve their communicating skills, to improve their presenting skills, to improve their public speaking, how to speak in public, what to speak, what not to speak. We had some pop-up quizzes, we had some email writing. We made them make some videos where we post some questions to them, and they had to answer those questions and stuff like that. So the non-verbal communication included like what communication, mainly the theory part of the communication. So what communication is, what it is comprised of, what goes into communicating with people, and actually how would you improve communication in practical life? Because theory is just you read, you listen, you someone is saying and you're hearing, but in practical life, how would you do that? And then we had some activity like just a minute and some debates and all that. Now, overall, we had a great experience conducting this event. We got a huge participation from the students. Even the students liked the session. They were asking if we would conduct more such events, more events related to this. We interacted with them on various topics. We had variety of discussions during the debates and just a minutes. They had their queries asked, any doubts related to communication which they had. They asked us. We tried to help them out with that. These are some of the pictures from the event. And now after this, Syed will continue with the mission and vision.
This is Saiful Hassan. I am. Vihir, can you please share the screen?
I think it is shared,
but it's not visible. Is it with me or is it not visible?
The screen is visible actually.
It's an issue then. Yes. Can you share it again?
Oh, yeah. Just a minute. Yeah, is it visible now?
Yeah. Okay. So basically I'm Saiful Hassan. I'm the center coordinator of Light Palakkad. So nice to meet you all. So basically our mission and vision includes like we are basically focused on the schools and orphanages. So our goal is to like reach out and to make a difference like in the life of as many children as possible. And our goal is to work relentlessly and like to completely, and we are completely dedicated to the to becoming a self-sufficient center as soon as possible. So next slide, please. So basically, the experiences that I have got from this journey are immense. Like personally, like being a part of Light Palakkad, like it has given me the opportunity to put forward innovative ideas and to like address social issues which are surrounding my area. And I also enjoyed the teamwork that we had, the group discussions, the community that we built among ourselves. We are a group of 12 people, but we are like a close family. We met a lot of people who were very like motivated and passionate about like making a difference in the world. Working with other members was like a blast for me. It was very nice. I also like saw myself grow and to learn and carry myself with confidence during the time at Light Parker. Next slide. So basically, our future plans, like I have said, we are targeted towards like some small schools and government schools, orphanages, etc. So basically, our workshops that we are planning to uh, do in this field are like health awareness, and for that we can move forward towards mass PT drills of students so that we can teach them about health issues. Also, we can have a talk with them regarding adolescence, uh, like we can talk with like having talks in which we can teach the students of like the 10th to 12th standards about what are the different aspects that they are facing, and to tell them that it is not they are not alone in these things. And we are planning fundraising events for like menstrual hygiene awareness, which includes for sanitary napkins. Like we have also last year we joined when we joined Light, we also made a crude plan for these things. So we kind of have some planning for these things in our plannings. Also, in the we are focused towards infrastructure improvements of the areas that surround us. and and we are also planning to give academic resources to students of small schools, and so that we can help them in some small or big manners. Next slide. So I think so that's all from us. Thanks a lot. Bye.
That was some great work, guys. Thank you. Yeah.
Me,
Okay. ये लो जामुन खा लो. Right. So now let's see what Raipur members have pulled off this year. Light Raipur. I hope members of Light Raipur are here.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you are on.
Actually, the presentation is not visible. Udesh, can you please represent because it's not visible to me. Yeah, no, it's good. So, good evening, everyone. I'm Shivani Chaudhary, the sponsorship head of Light Raipur, and I, along with Krishna Prajapati, the center coordinator of Light Raipur, we are going to present here on behalf of Light Raipur. Now, I would like to request Krishna to continue with the presentation.
Hello everyone. These contents we involve and we try to complete. And next slide, please. And Light Raipur is an autonomous center and which have the 4 different teams and along with the center coordinator. And next slide, please. And these are our efficient core team members, like involving design team, sponsorship team, research team, media and public. Next slide. And we start to achieve the sustainable development goal with through our mission, like education and right our section of the society, help for this future through the financial support and education and for the conduct workshop. Next slide. And these events we have conducted so far, like first of all the poster making and just a minute, and second one is the career counseling program, and the third one is the fundraising event. Next slide, please. And these are the some interests we try to capture, like of our poster making and the similar events. And next slide, please. And these are the career counseling program click first, and the name is our upland growth career. And in this event, we try to cover it as much as possible. Next slide, please. And like we conducted we conducted our career counseling program in which total 381 students participate from the different colleges, and we try to improve our efficiency of team, and next further events like that we try to capture the feedback of the participant, and we 71 response we got 71 responses, and that were active line, and like most of the students that us to or share the feedback in terms of we need such more session, and I invite to Shivani to continue. Next slide, please.
In the fundraising event, which was conducted by us, we were able to collect a total amount of 6,900, and we decided to purchase a cooler and a fan and to donate it to the Kopalwani orphanage, which is near Raipur. These are some pictures associated with the event. Next. Yeah, so we tried to purchase a cooler and fan, and a total of 100 students were benefited from this. So, talking about the experiences, in the inter-center competition, we will definitely we gain very much experiences, and we enhanced our communication skill as well as our presentation skills. And also, we were able to deal with the competitive spirit among us. Next one, please. So through the afternoon career counseling program, we were able to gain so much knowledge from alumni, and through very much knowledge from them, we were very much knowledgeable, and we were definitely able to gain the real scenario of the industry through which they are working right now. And it was so good experience for all of us, and many students joined this event, and it was very successful in our center. So with the fundraising event, it definitely taught us the underprivileged sector and how privileged we are. It taught us that if we are having everything or we are having something, then we should help the needy people and should uh, uh, think about them and definitely do some work in these sectors. Next one. So in our life center, our future plans are like this. Definitely in this COVID scenario, it has taught us that how the health is important. So we will try to conduct event related to the good health and well-being. And next we will focus on the strengthening of our sponsorship team, because the more we collect the funds, the more we can help the needy people. Next one is we will try to conduct a workshop before the commencement of this tenure. So that we can help the new members with the roles and responsibility, and that they could do much better than us, and will definitely do hard work for making this center more successful. Next one. So this was from our side. Thank you so much for listening carefully and letting us give the opportunity to present here. Thank you so much.
That was a great presentation. Thank you, guys.
Presentation. Welcome, team.
We now welcome the Light Samvedna team for presentation.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Pradnya Babrekar, core team member from design team at Light Samvedna. Today, along with me, we have Bhumika and Tejas, and they are going to present and guide you through our journey. So, I would like to start with a quote. There is no greater way nor greater reward than to make a fundamental difference in someone's life. We at Light Samvedna aim to think about society first and myself later. Light Samvedna is a big family with 30 members. We have a center coordinator as Dipti Nayak and Mrinali Kulkarni. We here at Light Samvedna have four divisions, which is web development, design, content and media, and HR. Next slide, please. Uh, These are the core team members, which are the real pillars of Light Samvedna. So I would like to guide you through our journey. It was 2017 that Light Samvedna was started, and as a result of various initiatives, Light Samvedna became official in 2020. In pandemic, Samvedna played vital role through COVID relief campaign. In 2021, teams were created at Light Samvedna to coordinate various activities. Also in 2021, we conducted Be a Santa event on the occasion of Christmas. For distributing stationery and uniforms, we conducted a sponsorship event known as Back to School Donation Drive. Our mission is that we aim to work towards making notable changes in society by uplifting the underprivileged people and to foster development of orphan students. Next slide, please. From here, Tejas will proceed.
Myself, Tejas Mohite, working as a core team member in Light Samvedna. So, any NGO is not recognized by its fame or popularity, but it is always recognized by their functioning as well as work. Now, we will proceed towards the event. So, our first event is COVID relief. As we all know that COVID was the largest pandemic in which people lost their jobs and they were not getting food also. So, Light Savannah realized all these problems and collected fund of rupees 8,025 for COVID relief drive and provided one-time meal to all COVID patients which are standing outside the hospital. 160 plus beneficiaries got the benefited from this COVID relief drive. These are some glimpses of the event. Now, moving towards the SSD event, some students leave their higher studies due to lack of financial resources. So, realizing the problem, we all, like Savannah members, collected the information of various scholarship schemes from government as well as some public units and distributed to the various orphanages so that beneficiaries can get benefits of the scholarship schemes. Now, moving towards the most enjoyable and joyful event, Tia Santa. It was the first offline donation drive by the Samvedna on the occasion of Christmas in November 2021. We collected rupees 8,000 from the students of Jika and we went to the orphanage called as Bhagwan Ba Balika Ashram. We donated 1 month grocery to the orphanage and stationery to orphanage students of the orphanage and play various games with the orphans. The most important thing is the smiles on the face of the orphans, which will last in our memories lifelong. Now, moving towards the sponsorship event, we all know that uniforms and stationery are the basic need of any student, but orphans can't afford this also. So, all Light members realized this problem and collected 14,386 rupees for the uniforms and stationery material. We all decided to distribute this uniform in Bhagwan Baba Balika Ashram. Along with this, we also concentrated on self grouping of the team members. So we participated in inter-center debate competition in which we conquered the first rank. Also, we have participated in online poster making vocal for local, setting up water pots for the birds, orphanage visits, and many more. Now over to you, Bhumika.
Thank you, Tejas. What more can we say about being here? The experiences are really soul touching. We as a whole team got a lot of happiness doing a bit for the society. The joy that we got by meeting young kids and people in orphanages is really heartwarming. The whole team found them lucky volunteering for such events. Here are some slips of experiences by one of our CC and CTM. Next slide. Light Samvedna is always ready for new initiatives. Some of them we can incorporate in future are engaging with more schools and orphanages and conducting events regularly, becoming financially independent, having a flagship initiative, creating new sub-centers. It is said that the world is changed by your example. To say in conclusion that we have figured out all of who we are would be a lie. Unlike the world of fantasy, there is no single defining moment, no sorting hats that mark the complete evolution. But what remains steadfast is the commitment of Light Samvedna to a life of service and happiness. Here, we wind up our presentation with the promise that Light Samvedna will continue to work with full enthusiasm. Thank you.
Wow, what a presentation. It was truly motivating.
Here comes Light Sindri to show us what they have carried out in the previous tenure.
Hello, I'm audible.
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. So good evening, everyone. This is Bittu Kumar, Center Coordinator of Light Sindri. Without wasting much of your without wasting much of your time, I would like to introduce my core team members, Mr. Shreyas Kumar Taha and Mr. Rajshekhar Singh, to carry forward the about our tenure. So दिल थाम के बैठिए क्योंकि लाइट सिंधी तो अभी आई है. Go ahead, Raj and Shreyash.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
So, hey everyone, this is Shreyas, core team member of Light Sindri. So, before deep diving into the journey of Light Sindri, on behalf of every member of Light Sindri, I would like to greet good evening to the family members of GYWS Light. So, now going ahead in the upcoming 5 minutes, we would be dealing with our enriching journey of the tenure along with the flow of this PPT. Coming to the journey part, right from the day one till the present, I would really say it has been a remarkable one. Just like a newborn baby grows a bit with each passing day, so was the case with Light Sindri. Last year in May, Light was formulated in BIT Sindri by 9 enthusiastic minds with a vision to bring impactful changes in minor, untouched issues prevailing in the society by getting an opportunity to work under the banner of light, living in greater horizons together. If I talk about uh, the issues we faced, then we cannot deny we did face issues at the beginning. Since back then everything was online and we had just started with something new, and we barely knew our batchmates from other branches. But still, within a few months of starting of Light Sindri, we were able to successfully expand our team to 28 members. Invite Mr. Mukul Goel, who is the co-founder of Quality Educations Asia, as our guest speaker in one of our event, about which we would be discussing later in the slides. Our success journey can be justified in terms of numbers as well, as through our mega event. Please don't change the slides. Let it be the team members now. Okay. Our successful journey can just be justified in the terms of numbers as well, as through our mega event Umang, we were able to grow our social media engagement by 5,311%. Just within 3 days, our followers increased from 80 to nearly 300 followers, which is about 154% growth as per Instagram. Today, at present, our team can proudly say that we have done some impactful work till the date and increased our reach 10 times from day one. And not only that, in the near future, in the next tenure, we are some exciting plans to be executed that would be revealed in the later slides. Now I would like to introduce the young enthusiastic members of Light Sindri. Mr. Bittu Kumar, being our center coordinator, has been very supportive and energetic throughout the tenure. Apart from the media head, design head, and sponsorship head, we have 22 core team members. Now, I would like to call my fellow mate Rajshekhar, also a core team member of Light Sindri, to tell you about the successful events and the future plans of Light Sindri.
Very good evening, everyone. Myself, Rajshekhar, core team member. So we will be talking about the events which Light Sindri has conducted successfully in its last tenure. So the first event we conducted was the SSD event, the inter-center competition. Next slide. So in the inter-center competition, what was our theme? Like, we conducted a small survey among the students and asking them the issues which they have faced. So the results are displayed on the graph, and you can see on what basis that no doubt session, no interaction, lack of digital knowledge. These were the things the students were facing in their daily life, in their education thing. So we, as the members, thought from different perspective that time. Like, why not think from a different perspective that teachers are also not able to fulfill these kinds of things. The digital knowledge, every teacher doesn't have that. So to fulfill all that gap in the teachers, we decided to conduct a session on lead in the advancement of teaching methodologies. It was scheduled, and our chief guest was Mr. Mukul Goyal sir, who was the co-founder of Quality Education Asia. This inter-center competition was basically in two phases. The phase one was led by Mr. Mukul Goyal sir, where he told the teachers about the different digital platforms and how to decrease that gap in the current scenario with the improving technologies. And the phase two was the Telegram bot, which was actually developed by the members of our center only.
So it actually demonstrated the ease which will be there after integrating the new technologies in our system. Talking about the impact, so uh, after that SSD event, many teachers have shown many great changes in their teaching methodologies. So two of the teachers we selected because they have sent their YouTube videos, like they started their own YouTube channel, and one of the teacher has created some quick revision methods for their children in a single sheet. So in the next slide, you will be seeing the two teachers who has done that. They are the winners of that competition. So the next slide. So these were the two teachers, and further you will be seeing the glimpses of our SSD event in the newspapers. These were the media coverages which were done in the newspapers. Uh, Next, these were the testimonials, like one of our actually attendees, Mr. Basuki Nath, who was in the meet that time. He shared our SSD event on his own LinkedIn, and that is a small screenshot what a Telegram demonstration during the SSD event. Next one. So talking about the next event which we have done, it is the Umang 2022, which was the Republic Day event. This was the greatest event or the biggest event which Light Sindri has conducted. Next, please. Carry on. So Umang was actually a cultural event which was for the youths of the colleges, schools. It has four sections: Kalakriti, Kavya, Kissa, Nagma, which is the drawing, paint, poetry, storytelling, and the singing competition. Total 69 entries were posted on Instagram. We had total of 88 submissions made, and two winners have been selected from each of the sections, like a winner and a runner-up. These are the glimpses of the entries, which is still there on our Instagram, on the Instagram of Light Sindri. And if we talk about the growth which has come, Light Sindri started in the online mode. No one was knowing Light Sindri uh, except the members of the Light members. So this event has actually helped us to grow in our campus, like the VIT Sindri campus is entirely knowing what is actually Light Sindri now. Many regions of Jharkhand is knowing actually what is Light Sindri now. So this event has made us grow our reach. You can see the data's accounts reach is 244%, engagement 5 to 11%. So this was the biggest thing we have achieved from this event, basically. Talking about the judging and the prize, so Light Sindri actually collaborated with 3 different clubs or societies of VIT Sindri, were invited as judge for the result declaration. So we had the entries, and those were judged by different societies of Light Sindri, and the winners were awarded with certificates and Amazon voucher. Next, you will see the one of the glimpses of Judgment Day. So this was actually a literary society who was judging the Kavya, one of the entries of the Kavya. In the next slide, you will see the main screenshot which we have sent to one of our winner with the Amazon voucher. So it was a very good event, successfully done from Light Sindri Center. Talking about the future plans now. So for 2022 to 23 tenure, we have the future plans of adoption of school. We have a future plan of old age home visit in the Parents' Day, which is in July. We have to launch a Light Sindri annual mega event, which will be conducted every year from this year, if we start from this year. And we always want to collaborate with other light centers for various webinars, workshops together, so that we can show our impact on the society together on different regions. Coming to the conclusion part of our PPT, uh, Light Sindri with full enthusiasm is again ready for its new tenure, and with new members welcoming in this tenure, we will work hard to achieve all the future plans which we have made. And of course, we have to be a completely autonomous center in near future. So we will be working on that. Thank you from Team Light Sindri.
That was a great presentation, Viv. All the best for your future tenures.
We
Thank
now
you all.
have Light Vardha. So there's a meme like Vardha to Samvedna and Bhubaneswar because they were having the same theme for the presentations. The person doing his PowerPoint presentation has the same PowerPoint template that I used for my presentation. Great. So now we have Light Vardha for their presentation. Let's welcome the team.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah. So, good afternoon, everyone present over here. I welcome you all for the first annual meet of GYWS. I, Sakshi Wagmare, along with my two mates, Kishita and Mayuri, are presenting Light Varda. So it has been a roller coaster ride for our whole team with lots of ups and downs. So let's get into the mission of Light Varda. So Light Varda aims to develop an ecosystem for youth where they will be getting skills, resources, and motivation to achieve sustainable development goals. Next. So we are the team with 4 center coordinators, including me, Sakshi, Prasad, Kishita, and Mayuri. We have design team with heads Vaishnavi and Tanay, followed by members Kishita, Tanushri, and Palak. And we have the sponsorship team with Raj and Mansi as head. And lastly, content and media team with Shreya as head. So we have 18 plus active core team members and 15 plus active associate core team members. Let's get into the event held at Light Vardha. Next. So we had an event, a step to spread smile on the occasion of Independence Day last year. So we visited one of the orphanages in Vardha and had a great happy hours with the children over there. Now the next event, over to you, Kishita.
Yeah, the next event was one of the successful event of Light Vardha called Convo Care Few Hands Many Moves. This was our SSD event, and in this event we had deal with the mental health of students, where we had our targeted audience was our college students only. Um, in this Convocate program, over 55 plus students had participated, and for those 55 students, we had arranged a psychometric test, which was conducted by one of our professor, Santosh Kumar sir. Um, from those 55 plus students, we had our sir listed down some 18 plus students which were actually suffering from some serious mental health issues. So a one-to-one counseling was held uh, with with one of our sir called Vikas Thakur sir. So this was uh, Convocare. Next, please. Our next event was a Land of Lenses, which was conducted on 26th of January, Republic Day. And the theme of this photography competition was patriotism. Over 60 plus participants had participated in Land of Lenses, and we had distributed participation certificates to all of them. And the best 3 participants got prizes and a special shout out on our Instagram handle. Then this tree plantation drive was we had held this tree plantation drive on the completion of 2 years of Light Vardha. Um, to celebrate our 2 years with joy and happiness, we thought of giving back to our Mother Earth, and so that we arranged this tree plantation drive. This was our most recent event, which was sponsorship event. This is the same orphanage we had visited on 15th of August. And on when we visited the orphanage on 15th of August, we saw they are drinking water of some higher TDS. So we had decided to donate them a water purifier. And with the help of our team, we had collected funds of total more than 8,750 rupees, and donated a water purifier to these little children. Over to you, Mayuri.
Yeah. So here are some words of our CCs of Light Varda telling the experience of the journey of being the part of Light. It was a great experience being here at Light Varda. Light Varda has groomed us in every possible way. We look forward to many more years with Light. Every event helps us to do better for society. We started taking a new step forward for working on the mission of society welfare. We all face tough time while handling the team, but overcoming that time is a skill, and we are happy that we had experience. It also proved very beneficial for us in every aspect. So um, uh, our long-term goal is to formulate a mental health club in our college, which will help our college students to overcome the issue they are facing regarding mental health. This will be our second step of Convocare. Here we will reach out to our principal sir of our college so that we can get a psychiatrist appointed for the psychological counseling, as for mental and health club psychiatrist is needed. And our short term goal is to plan our short term goal is to increase the reach of Light Varda as an NGO. To do any event, we need a funds. In short, implementation of any activity which is in our mind, funds are necessary. So we will arrange many more fundraising activities. Here we have to work in a team. So team coordination is really key to success in our vision. So we will be working on the team coordination. Many hands together make a change. So thank you for your attention and interest. Thank you.
Amazing work, guys. Super.
And now we come to an end of the presentations by each center. It's astonishing to see the amount of effort they've been putting in their work and approaching their mission statements. All the light centers right now. Kyun? Hila dalana.
That was that was a great time because we got to see a lot of amazing events coming together, right? So like all the rivers flow and finally find their way into the ocean. In the same way, all the centers finally converge into one single entity called light. I would like to now invite Uddesha and Samarth to talk about light as a whole.
Thank you, Navya. Now we will see how, as a combined team, we have created the impact. I will present the.
Also, a small announcement. We have an award ceremony coming up after this, so stay tuned and call the remaining center members also.
Okay, all right. So let's move on with the centers. I hope it's very awkward to. It's not good to write the names or say the names of the center who have presented the PPT, a whole long PPT of 2 hours on the center itself. So I will not name the centers. I just have the heat map of the centers we have under the umbrella of light. So let's proceed with the changes we have made on the headquarter level to achieve our goals or for the better functioning of light. So it's the changes as compared to the previous years. We have a nationwide event, SSD event, which we have conducted. Along with, we have a region-specific events. We have conducted events that are specific to the region where the center is located, such as the sponsorship event is one of the event in which every center identify the cause by themselves. We haven't given them the cause like the SSD event. So it's the transition from the nationwide events to the region-specific events.
Then we have improved inter-center communication through various inter-center competitions like inter-center debate competition and the collaboration in the career counseling program between Light Vardha and Light Gaya. Then again, we have the sponsorship event, which happened the first time in Light itself. Before this tenure, we do not have any sponsorship event or any fundraising event in Light. So it's a next step forward to make Light autonomous or Light centers financially independent. Then we have involved the members from various Light centers into the centralized team. This again improves the inter-center communication among themselves. Some of the centers have conducted the skill development workshop, like Akola have conducted skill development workshop. In online Gaya, we have a career counseling program just for only for the members of Light Gaya. So these all are the changes we have in this tenure as compared to previous tenure for the first week. So we have also changed the hierarchy as compared to previous years. Uh, in the previous tenure, we have a three-level hierarchy of center coordinator, core team members, and volunteers. You all are familiar with this. In this tenure, we have a hierarchy of center coordinator, then various heads, and then core team members. The heads are media and content head, sponsorship heads, and design heads. Some of the centers might have different heads like research and development heads and HR heads. But what we have planned in the next tenure is to change the hierarchy to four-level hierarchy, which have been explained on some of the centers. Moving on, we have the social media reach of Light and the social media reach and the newspaper coverage. We can see the reach of some of the Light centers, more than 600 or more than 200 reach. Collectively, we have more than 4,000 reach from various Light centers through different pages. We have media coverage for NIT Rapport, Light Sindri, and along with we are proceeding to have a more media and newspaper coverage through sponsorship events and other events. So this is the youth. This PPT describes what Light is. This PPT describes the Light center members. It comprises of the members from all the centers who have given their photos, definitely. So the first one is from Light Samvedna, and then we have a picture from Light Sindri, and then from Light Vardha. So this describes what Light is. Umbrella of motivated students who are willing to devote something to the society, who are willing to work for the society. And that's what makes Light different. That's what makes us different, because we are willing to give. And that's what we are doing here. So now Samarth will continue with the next slide.
Hello, audible. Hello.
Yeah, audible.
Okay. So we all faced limitations in our tenure. You guys also faced it. We shall talk about at our headquarter level what we have faced. First, we planned more and executed less. We all know we planned a lot of events for our tenure, but we couldn't execute it at all, especially at the center level, due to some reasons. Another limitation we faced was stretched timelines of events. We all know that the deadline and the stipulated time given to one event was always extended at all centers. Communication gap is another limitation we face. Like we tell CI center in charges tell to center coordinators to heads level at the CPMs level, and it never got executed. Right. Also, there was some increased dependency. We are also dependent on other teams. For instance, on fundraising events, we are dependent on finance team, and also there was a lot of dependency. We are all dependent on you guys, other teams as well. There's a complex process involved in every event, which we need to sort out. Like we need to simplify our process to execute. And there were irregular schedules. Like at all centers are not free at a time. Like we cannot conduct a central event at a single time, because at some centers we have exams, some centers we have vacations, people are not available and all. So we are planning to take action plans for our next tenure. Like next slide. Okay, so this was the governing body for 2021 to 2002. Mr. Prerit Jain, CEO Light, Mr. Pratik Panka, PR officer, Mr. Nitish Rajwa, HR officer, Mr. Ravi Kumar Meena, SST officer. A huge round of applause for their hard work. Next slide. Yeah, and heads, Mr. Arindut Solanki, Mr. Kansa Gupta, Mr. Akash Agarwal, or HR heads, Mr. Rishabh Goyal, Ms. Nimisha Singh, PR heads. They all work day and night so that we could execute the events they planned. Yeah, now I would like to ask Mr. Akash Agarwal to discuss future plans.
Hello.
Yeah, audible.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, here I am. I'll explain to you about what future plans we have kept and what you can expect from us in this tenure. So as you saw, like this time, it was the first time like we had started with the sponsorship activity in the last quarter, and we would look to continue and emphasize this in the current tenure by doing some recurring sponsorship activities. We will be working more on the nationwide reach and coverage. Currently, our reach is mostly limited to social media. We are looking to change this and work more on collaborations, media coverage, which we'll plan. We have tried to introduce the GYWS hierarchy at light centers. As you all must be knowing for your SOPs, you have been conveyed about the new hierarchy at some of the centers which we are bringing in, trying to follow the same structure. Then next slide. Then we are looking to come up with a flagship initiative for some light centers. Like as Anirudh explained to you in the initial PPT, that at GYWS we have JVM, which is our flagship initiative, and our year-long activities are centered around that. So the similar way we are looking to do that for some of our mature centers in this year. We are looking to have a quality expansion drive in which colleges approach us for forming a center. Then this is our goal, that we are looking to have at least 3-4 autonomous centers in the next 3 years. So this is what our future plan is. Yeah, Meg.
Yeah, so after this PPT, it sums up so well. Bit by bit, we reach such heights and we aspire to go higher in future. It is very heartwarming to see you all here with your work and motivation. Navya, would you please continue for the governing body talk?
Yeah, sure. So now it's time for our honorable governing body to say a few words. We have Mr. Prerit Jain, CEO of Light for the tenure 2020 to 2022. He has been a pillar of support for us whenever in need and has always inspired us to give our best to the society. Thank you for your large contribution to bringing light to the stage it is in right now, Prerit. We would be honored to hear a few words from you.
Am I audible? Am I audible, guys?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. This is really very overwhelming seeing all of you here. A couple of years back when I took charge of Light, it was a vision at that point in time that we will have an annual meet and we'll call people physically in the IIT Kharagpur campus and basically meet them in person and motivate them to tell them about what our vision is. Still, like the pandemic has taken 2 years and we haven't been able to conduct a offline annual meet, but still an annual meet which is being conducted. That's very overwhelming to see. So yeah, as usual, I'll start with telling you about the vision of Light. I always talk about the vision of Light because I think that is something which we should always go back to, and we should always keep that in mind while we are making our plans, while we are doing things. Okay, let me first introduce myself. I guess I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Prerit Jain. I was the Chief Executive Officer Light from past 2 years. And before that, I was the Vice President of Gopal Youth Welfare Society. Currently, I am IIT Kharagpur alumni. I graduated in 2021. And now, I'm right now in Bangalore. If anybody of you are visiting Bangalore, feel free to contact me. We can surely catch up. Sure. So I'll talk about three things. One is light, its objective and its vision. Second part it will be key how we have basically improved this year. A lot of things have been improved, and I am seeing that a lot of things are being changed. Not just the team, but with the changing team, a lot of new ideas are coming in, and a lot of new enthusiasm is coming in, a lot of new perspectives are coming in, and that's surely a very good thing, which will help us uh, further scale the initiative which we have taken from 0 to 1 right now. Now we have to take it from 1 to n, and we have to expand smartly. So how many of you actually, I guess people who have worked with me, they know that I talk a lot about vision. So the vision of light basically was a couple of years back, a couple of years, 4 or 5 years, it has been there. From 2017, light was born. The overall idea of light was that whatever we are doing at IIT Kharagpur, we have a school which we are running. There are 300 students who are working, who are basically getting taught free of cost, and all of that is being managed by just a student body. So when we saw that just a student body can basically do good for society and do raise initiatives such as JVM, we basically understood that there is a unlocked potential in the youth who is in the colleges like yours, and people who are basically interested in doing something, giving something back to the society because of their internal motivation. And what they lack is guidance, a team of people, and uh, and and what they lack is basically a rigor, a kickstart movement in order to start out and do things of their own. Doing it alone is very difficult. Everybody of us know the story of how working in a team is very is uh, it helps in multiple ways. So that is how Light was born, and we started off with an objective to basically create several other GYWS chapters, which is out of IIT Kharagpur. We wanted to spread whatever we have created in Kharagpur across the country. There are colleges across the country. There are people across the country who actually want to work for the society. We just want to give them platform, just guidance, and uh, whatever we have learned till now here. So that's how we started. Right now, it's very overwhelming to see like 150 people join the meet. I guess some of them left because they must have some work. But yeah, 150 people coming together, attending the Light annual meet, and more than like I guess more than 20, 30 events I have seen in the PPTs of 12 centers. Uh, that is really nice. So when we started, like it was just an idea that yes, we can replicate whatever we are doing at IIT Kharagpur. Now I see that idea is getting materialized, and we are actually creating impact outside Kharagpur also. This year we have done a lot of new things, a lot of maturity I am seeing here in the centers. People are coming up, presenting their work, showcasing their interest, showcasing their passion about working for the society, and that is something which we basically started for. uh, a lot of events we have done this year. What I would like to talk about is that uh, now a lot of events have been done. Now we have to convert these events to programs, and those programs to initiatives. That is what we are here to do. We start with small event, and we club those group of events. We conduct social programs where basically we target more people, we impact more people. this is just a start for all of you. I think a couple of years from now, I'll be seeing you all also expanding, basically helping us in expanding light, because you all have that thing that you have been. So our aim is that we create centers, we create GYWS chapters who are autonomous and who can basically do things on their own. They take up their own initiative. They have a vision of their own. They have a team of their own. And whatever are the challenges in their local areas, they find it out. They find innovative solutions to it. Whatever guidance is required, we are here for that. And that is something which we are looking for, creating a flywheel effect from that, and then those centers creating more centers, and eventually at every college of India we should see a light center is there, and at every part of the country we are simultaneously having social programs. We are so this is something which will basically help us bring a change in the society as a whole. Not just the society, you as an individual will also basically, on the other side of it, will be very mature when you will basically leaving college. You will know that what is the problem in people's life, how to basically do something for them, how to plan something for them, how to actually execute it, and while executing, what are the real life challenges which comes. A lot of theoretical knowledge we gained in our colleges, but we don't really get to that point where we know that yes, when we will execute it, that will be the problem which will be coming, and we will plan it from the start. So I guess I'll just conclude. I wish all of you, the new team, all the best. And I am here if you people require any kind of guidance. And it was very nice working with you all. Okay, so basically, you will be having a new team from now onwards. This tenure is ending, and the people whom you all know, those people whom you are working with, those people will take up charge and they will build their own plans, and they will basically take the next uh, jump in this journey of light. And I hope that jump will be a big one, even larger than what we have taken in the past couple of years. Uh, so, Akash, do you want me to introduce new team members? I guess you people can introduce yourselves. You people don't need any introduction, I think. You already work with them so much. So
We have a
I'll be
slide,
signing
so
off.
should I?
Yeah, sure. Okay, 1 minute. You let me. So what is happening is in my laptop I'm unable to see the slide which you people are presenting. So I may have to connect through mobile. Maybe you can introduce. I'll introduce you. Akash is basically taking my post now, and he will be the next CEO Light, and he will be basically taking forward this initiative. And uh, uh, I have full trust that he will take it to new heights, and you people will surely enjoy working with him. Akash, you can introduce the rest of the members. If that is okay.
Sure, Preet, we'll do it after Prateek speaks. And thanks
Yeah,
a lot,
sure.
Preet, for your words.
Thank you for the amazing speech, Prerit. We now invite Prateek Banka, PR Officer of Light for tenure 2021-2022. He has always been a very huge motivation for all of us. It would be a great honor to call you up here for a few words.
Um, Thank you, Mahek. So hello everyone. I hope I'm audible.
Yeah,
Okay.
you are.
So my name is Pratik Banka, and I held the position of PR officer for the past tenure. So Preet has spoken a lot about the organization as whole. So I guess I let me shift to another perspective and talk about myself more. And as an individual of how exactly an individual should see a light or how he should incorporate light in his life. So since we are an annual meet, let me start with the very beginning that I have been. So I am one of the oldest member that Light has, and it is my going to be the 5th year with Light. So I have joined Light in 2018 itself. So during that time, we had very few members. It was whole we had just 4 centers, and our size was less than 50. At that time, we don't have any objective. We had a vision statement, but we never understood it. And at that time, we gave complete autonomy to a center. So centers were doing what they'd like. We were just to support it. At that time, that was the scene. And at that time, with 4 centers, we were able to organize just 3 or 4 events maximum for the throughout the tenure. With coming later phases, we have changed a lot. In later phase in 2019 and 20, we took the charge because we realized there is gap. When we gave the complete opportunity to the center to organize every other activity, we found that there was some lag. All the centers were not capable enough to carry out activities. But we as an intermediates were to act upon it. And then we decided to take things on our own. We bought centralized events. We bought the concept of centralized event. So that was the concept that I see that motivates me a lot, because then it was our responsibility more. We had to work for literally throughout the week and weekends to build plans, and Preetha was always there to scold us कि हाँ कि ये काम करो. बहुत प्रेत ने परेशान किया हमें उस टाइम पे. तो we started creating the whole bunch of plan and various documents and various other stuffs to make sure that we make a perfect plan and then properly execute it. That was the case for past almost 2 years. But in the last year, there was given more autonomy to the center, and we have observed that centers have performed quite well. Centralized, there were few centralized activity. We just left it out with a SST event, and there was complete focus on centralized activity, and we can observe the result. LiGHT has made 5 events in the whole tenure, and that is with just one center. In 2018, we were just carrying out 3 to 4 events with all the centers that we have combined. So we can observe a growth, and I have been part of that growth. I've seen how Light has changed throughout the year. So coming from the perspective of Light is not something that does activities for you. It's just that we have a group of people, we have lot of knowledge. I as an individual have quite a knowledge about various activities. And this is what we try to impart on you. So we are just acting as an intermediator for the whole Light club, whole Light centers that exist throughout the India. So we are not there to make you do activity. We are just there to guide you. It is at the end upon you of how exactly are you going to make the activity work, how exactly you are going to make the activity successful. It's up to you to take the responsibility. So that's what Light has done, Light's trying to do, and hopefully with the coming batch it will do. Just coming to few of my experience, I have iterated it a lot of time, but I guess for the last time I will again iterate it. My motivation for Light is that what I do creates the impact that exists for a long period. When I come back to the campus after maybe 5 to 10 years, I will see the fruitfulness of the result that we hope. Maybe in the coming 10 years, we will have 50 autonomous centers and 50 more centers that exist with Light. That's completely possible. So, and we can see various activities that we have conducted, and that actually implementing it being implemented at the ground level. That's bearing some results. That's what I see, and that's why it has been a period of time that I have been working for almost 20 hours per week, continuously, without break. It has been active schedule for me, and that, but I was still dedicated because I knew that sense of I would say pride and confidence exists with my light that yeah, it is going to get it back. That's why I have been working. And for the past 10 years, we have seen some of the downfalls, but we have seen the whole light rise together. It has been fun, and what should I say? Apart from the work that we do, light is also an opportunity to interact and like make new friends across the states. Like I remember in my at the end of the first tenure when I established Light Sikkim, some of our like most of our members, should I say, had that thought that yeah, अगर हम सिक्किम घूमने जाएंगे ना, we will take the help of Light Sikkim. So that kind of bonding we are trying to get कि हाँ बस सिक्किम घूमने जाना है तो लाइट सिक्किम वाले मतलब एनआईटी सिक्किम वालों की हेल्प ले लेंगे, उन्हीं से जाएंगे, वहीं पे अकोमोडेशन करवा लेंगे, वहीं से घूम लेंगे. It's an opportunity for you also to come in Kharagpur and visit the campus with the help of our team. You can definitely visit the Kharagpur campus. So it's an opportunity for you to expand yourself, not just in the name of actions, but in the name of locations and create different persons. So that's why light is more diverse and it's create a wide opportunity for you. It definitely has a large alum base. You can definitely like Faith has been alum. I will be alum in one more year. So you can always contact us and reach out because we are there to help you because we have been connected with you at some point of time. So that's an external opportunity that light can offer as an individual to you. That's what my perspective has been like, and hopeful most probably the new team that is coming will be more energetic and will create more visions for you. I mean, more will take light to the greater heights. That's I guess from all from my side. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your inspiring words, Prateek. We are also hopeful that we will take light to next level. Yeah.
All the best.
Thank you so much. So, aren't you all excited to know about our new team? We welcome Mr. Akash Agarwal, CEO of Light for the coming tenure, to introduce us to the new team.
Thanks a lot, Navya. If you can change the slide. Yeah, so for this tenure, I will be working as the CEO Light. And so before I tell you more about us, first let me introduce you. Okay, so I think I'll start by telling you about like my motivation and what has my experience been. I mean, I working with Light for I think like I have been a part of this initiative for the last 3 years. I have worked at various hierarchy. When I was a junior executive member, then I got promoted to an SCM where I interacted with a single center. I had worked as a center in charge, then as a cluster head where I had to manage a group of centers, and now as the CEO of Light where I will have to interact and manage like the whole initiative of Light. So I mean, what like as Prerit stressed on the importance of vision statement key, like for an organization to work, the vision is very important, and I feel the vision of Light, that is my why. Like that is what motivates me and pushes me. Like whenever I see that why should we work. So I mean that gives me the answer. Like the Pratik also mentioned, when I feel that when I will graduate and I will be an alum, so maybe आज से 10-20 साल के बाद मतलब I won't be here, but when I will see the regions like Varda, Samvedna, various centers like Raipur, Gwalior, they will grow. मतलब वो लोग जब बड़े होंगे और जो हमारे जूनियर्स होंगे वहाँ पे काम कर रहे होंगे, like they will be working with schools, orphanage और जो भी उनके इनिशिएटिव्स होंगे जिन पे वो काम करेंगे, and they will be creating impact. They will be impacting the life of those underprivileged section of our society. That brings me happiness. Well, I've seen those smiles, those faces in our school, in our JVM, where we have those sections of the society. When we provide education to those kids, how happy they are. And I feel like when you will be doing the same work now, that will motivate and you will know that you are doing some noble cause for the underprivileged section. Like this is Salvi, like I'll tell you, like when we were planning this fund days activity, so there was a question like Pratik only told me कि we don't know it will work. मतलब when I discussed with him, मतलब ये हम लोग first time ऐसा कुछ plan कर रहे हैं, ये हम लोग के लिए experiment है मतलब, but we just wanted to try कि see देखते हैं कैसा होता है. And when I see the results, मतलब साल भर में like we collected around 50,000, and I mean that was a big thing. Like before the start, if someone would have told me that it's outcome 50,000, like I would have been very happy. मतलब 5 से 6 लाख सेंटर में हो गया, and we did this. I was really happy to see those centers ने complete किया. Some went to the proposal stage and were not able to finish. But yeah, I mean all of us clearly put efforts, or मतलब वो जो ग्रूमिंग वाला पार्ट था. एंड व्हेन आई सॉ दोस पिक्चर्स, लाइक जैसे वर्धा में हुआ तो वहाँ पे मतलब हम लोगों ने लाइक व्हेन यू फील ना कि यू हैव डोनेटेड समथिंग, मे बी यू डोनेटेड अ वाटर प्यूरिफायर, और वो उन बच्चों के लाइफ को इम्पैक्ट करेगा वहाँ पे जो ऑर्फनेज में, दे विल नाउ हैव अ गुड वाटर टू ड्रिंक. सो दैट इज व्हाट आई थिंक मोटिवेट्स एंड इम्पैक्ट्स कि जो हम लोग अंडर प्रिविलेज सेक्शन ऑफ सोसाइटी के लिए जो वैल्यू ऐड का प्लेटफॉर्म मिल रहा है कि हम लोग इतना कुछ कर पा रहे हैं. सो आई थिंक दैट इज व्हाट आई वांटेड टू से. और मतलब जब हम लोग अपने जूनियर्स को देखेंगे, मतलब अभी कुछ सेंटर्स जो पुराने हो गए, तो वहाँ पे मे बी आप लोग को वैसा फील आ रहा होगा. मतलब अभी जो आपके आलम रहे होंगे, मे बी वो लोग मे बी अभी लाइट से टच में नहीं हो, पर आप जब उनको कॉल करके बताओगे कि 2-3 साल पहले मे बी संवेदना ऐसा था, अभी इस साल ये काम इतना बड़ा हो गया, तो दे विल फील हैप्पी सीइंग कि देयर जूनियर्स हैव टेकन ओवर व्हाट दे वर सपोज्ड टू डू, और वो लोग का बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं. और अभी आप लोग जब मोस्ट ऑफ यू आर सीसीज इन योर थर्ड ईयर, यू विल बी वर्किंग एज एडवाइजर, सम ऑफ यू विल पास आउट, तो आप लोग भी अब अपने जूनियर्स को हैंड ओवर कर रहे होगे, एंड देन यू विल सी कि दे आर also excelling at their work. So that brings happiness, ki seeing the kind of impact which we are able to hand over to our juniors, and how this initiative is growing at a student run level. मतलब यहाँ पे ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, मतलब ये लाइक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में कि हम लोग किसी पोस्ट या इसके लिए काम कर रहे हैं कि वी ऑल नो कि हम लोग सब यहाँ पे 1 साल के लिए या 2 साल के लिए वर्क करना है, फिर वी हैव टू ग्रेजुएट. बट जो नॉलेज ट्रांसफर प्रोसेस है, मतलब वो जो इतना स्मूथ है कि हर साल हायरार्की चेंज होती है, इट इज वेरी डायनेमिक. एवरी ईयर वी हैव टू ग्रूम आवर जूनियर्स सो दैट दे कैन टेक द स्टैंड, और वो हम लोग कितना स्मूथली कर रहे हैं. So that is what I will also be looking forward to do in the coming tenure. And what you can expect from me is like जो था vision, we will look to take that forward. जो हमारे aims है, achievements है, center को we will want them to go to the next phase. And for one thing I wanted to say is for decision making, we always follow a horizontal hierarchy. Decision making, discussion. So you are working as a CTM at a center, so feel free. मतलब आप हमें reach out करो, कोई टीम में किसी को भी लाइट हेडक्वार्टर से, और एनी डाउट्स, कभी भी कुछ भी क्वेरी लोड हो रहा हो, so feel free to reach out, कुछ भी इंटरेक्ट करना हो आप लोग को. So that is what I want to add. और मतलब अभी awards आने वाला है, so I won't keep you waiting for long. I think Navya, you can introduce to them the coordinators and the heads. You can move to the next slide. I'll say out the names. This. Yeah, so these will be coordinators. Some of you like must have worked closely with them. So Desha, Samvat, Sanidhya, they will be taking over the ring. For SSD head, we have Nikhil and Suvajit, and we have 3 PR heads as well, Navya, Mehak, and Sampurna. So this will be our team for the tenure 22-23.
Thank you, Akash. Thanks for introducing the center. The new team members, I'm sorry. Yeah, okay. So now let's move ahead to the most awaited event, the award ceremony. Okay. So winning an award is always a special moment. An award recognizing your talent is an honor. So let's start with the award distribution ceremony. Udesh, yeah.
Innovation is the ability to see change as an opportunity. So our first award is most innovative event of the year, and the award goes to. So are there any guesses? Uh, uh, so you people seem to be very excited. So the award goes to Light Samvedna. Congratulations for the great work you did.
Mehak, just a second. If the light would like to say a few words.
Movie.
Is anyone here from the team?
Hello. Hello.
Yes, audible, ma'am.
You wrote.
Yes, Akash, I am Dipti Naik, Center in charge at Light Samvedna. Center coordinator at Light Samvedna. And thank you so much for this award from entire Light Samvedna. And like speaking of the same event, the event could only be possible because of the entire team. The team really worked hard for getting all the donations and making Christmas a wonderful Christmas for the ones at the orphanage. So thank you to entire Light Samvedna team.
Thank you, Deepthi. Once again, congratulations, Light Samvedna, for the award. Next up is Emerging Center of the Year. Imagine the potential of an emerging global brain. It is not imaginable, right? So, our next award is Emerging Center of the Year. And the award goes to, any guesses? Okay, I wouldn't want to keep the suspense for long, so fine. The award goes to Light Akola. Congratulations, guys. A big round of applause for them, please. Yeah, so anyone from Light Akola, would they like to speak a few words?
Yes, hello.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for behalf of the all team of Light Akola. This award dedicated to all freshers. Hello.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Nice to hear from you. Cool. So let's move on to the next award.
Events are the crucial aspects of developing youth. More events will surely add on to the development and bring greater change. So our next award is Most Number of Events Award. And the award goes to, any guesses? To Light Verna. Amazing work, people. Congratulations for the award. You conducted 5 events. That's a really huge number of events. So anyone from Light Verna want to say anything?
Kishita, you're on mute.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you for the this award. Like we enjoyed every event like so much, and it was because of our whole team. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So let's move on to the next award. Okay. So as you all know, we had the social strategic development competition. I mean, the event was there, conducted in all the 12 centers. So our next award is based on that. So, okay, let's proceed. So our next award is the SST competition winner. So the winners are, okay, are there any guesses? We would like to listen to some. Okay, fine. The results already there, fine. The runner-up is Light Vartha. Congratulations, Light Vartha. And the winner is Light Sindri. Congratulations, Light Sindri and Light Vartha. Can we have someone from Light Sindri to speak up?
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, so thank you so much on the behalf of Light Sindri. Like we haven't thought of that, but it's a pleasure for us to get this award. Thank you so much once again. That's it.
Thank you. So from Light Vardha, maybe a few words again. How was it like to win the SSD award?
That was actually the most interesting event we did for this event, and yeah, we knew we will yeah do something. So that was great. Thank you.
Great. Thank you.
So moving on to our next award. Without impact, innovation is just an idea with promise. So our next award is the most impactful center. And the award goes to, so are there any guesses? Okay, so the winner is Light Samvedna. Congratulations for your success, guys. So
Thank you
anyone
so
from
much
Light
again.
Samvedna? Okay,
Yes,
so you're
yes.
speaking up.
Yeah, thank you so much again. Like Impactful Center is a very responsible award because we have to keep up that and we have to maintain that. So yeah, thank you so much for the award.
Thank you, Deepthi. Okay, let's move on to the next award. So next we have promising centers. So when we talk about promising centers, it is the centers that we can rely on. We then in that terms we can talk about support, honesty, transparency, and motivation of the center members. So the next award is dedicated to those promising centers, and the award goes to these four centers here are the winners of the promising centers. So the centers are Light Raipur, Light Gwalior 34, Light Gwalior Sathali, and Light Bhubaneswar. Congratulations, guys. Maybe have someone from Light Raipur to tell us something that you feel after winning this award. Anyone from Light Raipur?
Just wanted to add another. So before anyone speaks, so just to give a brief on the award, we want to give this award as a token of the efforts that you guys put. But we like expect more from you. So for all the four centers, the names that have been mentioned, we feel that you all have a lot of potential, and it was just that you did some excellent work, but during some part there was some shortcoming which we felt, and we feel that you can do much better, and I mean have generate some more impact from you in the coming 10 years. So yeah.
Okay, so maybe we can move on to Light Gwalior 34. Anyone from Light Gwalior 34?
With this, okay, so 34.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Thank you so much, guys. Actually, I haven't expected to our center will get an award. Hello.
Good. Thank you, Ayush. Yeah. So next, anyone from Light Gwalior Sathali?
Like thank you everyone for this award. Like each and every member of Light Gwalior contributed so that we can get that award. And I think next tenure we will get more award surely. Thank
Keep up the tempo. Nice. Anyone from Light Bhubaneswar?
Hello. Thank you so
So
much for the award. Actually, we have been facing a lot of problems because of our exam patterns and all. But surely we will try our best to like keep your expectations up to the mark, and we'll surely try to get more and more awards and better performance in the upcoming tenure. Thank you.
Thank you,
So,
Manish.
thank you, Manisha. With this, we come to an end of our award distribution ceremony. Congratulations to all the winners. Here, we are at the end of our first annual meeting. Thank you to each and everyone who has participated in it and for helping us to make this possible. Thank you